Hello, I am Katerina and I'll bring you the energy update for December. And wow, we experienced what the guides are calling the Golden White Ascension Wave. And I'm like, so what is it? And there is the ascension flame that's anchored in Luxor, the Golden White Ascension flame, and that is now as an entire wave sweeping across the world. And I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. So it's not just localized at one place and invoked with a special ceremonies or direct connections. It's literally the whole earth is based or bathed in these energies. And we also still have that really strong energy of the platinum ray. And platinum is kind of a silver white color. And I love auroras. So I have so many different aurora groups where I'm in. And there have been several times now white silvery auroras in Finland. And I'm like, oh my God, there's an actual, literal, how would you say, confirmation of that energy, because the divine colors show in these auroras. And I know there is biology behind it and chemistry, you know, but all is interconnected. So seeing these was so special. I'm like, oh my God, it's really, really happening. And with that, the Golden White Ascension flame is helping us to find inner peace, inner calm, grounding us. So even though it's uplifting our energy field, it also helps us to be more present in our body. Especially in December, I think that's the busiest month for all of us, with all the invitations, getting all the presents ready, Christmas shopping, you name it. And energetically, it's one of the busiest months. It's similar, for me at least personally, in intensity, like the 8-8 portal. Then we have the 12-12, we have the equinox, and then we also have the energy of Christmas itself, which draws in really beautiful Christ codes. And the 12-12 this year, it's like, I'm just seeing it right now. It's like a magical portal opening. And then on the 15th, we have a full moon. And then that energy is literally building up and building up. And the culmination is around the weekend of the 21st and 22nd of December. And I'll do the activation on Sunday, the 22nd, which is also a twin flame portal. And for the first time, I'm allowed to bring in the archangelic template to activate that again. And with that, there's also archangelic twin flame codes. And I'm like, oh my God, let's bring it on, you know. And with that, it really helps us to reconnect with our inner gentleness, with the softness we have. So many of us empaths or Earth wisdom keepers, light workers, star seeds, star wisdom keepers. It's like, wow, being really kind and sensitive is not always easy on planet Earth. And now we have an invitation to open our heart wider. And we're also getting codes for the awakening of the cosmic heart with really elevated Christ codes that are going to be unique in this, you know, ascension wave that we're in at this moment in time. And on the 18th of December, we connect with the galactic center. So with that, we really get that influx of high conscious frequencies coming in. And I personally was planning on doing the activation on the 15th. My guides just said, Katerina, now you know why it's on the 22nd. And for me, I was like, oh my God, so close to Christmas. The energy is so amplified. And one of my clients said, oh my God, Katerina, I can already feel how powerful that's going to be. And I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I've been shying away from it, because of that build-up of intensity. But I have two kitties that support us, and you will experience that energy also in the light language at the end of the video. And the guides have also been really clear in, you know, us allowing our heart to open again, feeling safe with that. There's also a new layer of you know, even if it's a temporary protection, you know, when we are fully embodying love, when we're fully anchored and grounded and in serenity, then we don't need protection, because that energy is so strong in itself that everything else bounces off. But every time when we make an upgrade, every time we shift deeply or we purge, that's when we are energetically most vulnerable. So we get this beautiful layer of protection in, and I can already see the magical symbols streaming in. So you may tell tap into that while you're listening to this too. And with that, we are rising in frequency, and we also get new DNA codes. And that means not only is the DNA that is already installed in your system from your ancestors, in your multidimensional DNA, there's there's a multidimensional upgrade across the universe. So with that, it's like every system is elevated, and so are we. So even our multidimensional DNA, say, would be on that frequency, and that's also receiving a new layer. And what that does with the opening of our heart, which is the stargate, not only into higher dimensions, but really into the quantum field. And when we are in peace and harmony and calm and grounded, and sending that signal from our heart, then we reach that heart-mind coherence. And from that place, and my guides were just saying, Katarina, it's really exciting. We can bring in so much more higher consciousness because so many more people are already accessing the quantum field. And that means for me, the quantum field is the field of all creation. It's like an energetic wave, or it's really hard to describe because it's everywhere. It's like that fabric is, in a soft pink, but that's kind of that color of divine love and higher divine love, and that feeling, or if it's for you in a symbol like the white dove, and in that softness and gentleness. And I had another confirmation. I was in my little village the other day, and everybody was so kind, and even people that normally behave slightly differently, they were all really kind. There was this wave of love and kindness and support, like random acts of kindness, and that cheer and joy. And my guide said, Katarina, remember, we told you there will be big shifts coming when you experience people much kinder than they normally are. And that's part of that heart opening, where we can experience, wow, it's really happening. And that's not just in spiritual energies or in spiritual circles. That's a random person on the street, where it feels like that Golden White Ascension Wave is really opening our hearts, making us more susceptible. And the guides are just sharing with me now, it's also transmuting vast amounts of density. And every one of us, when we're like, hey, I'm showing up, I do the inner work, I go the extra miles and miles and miles through the desert, through the mountain, in the thick snow, whatever, come rain or shine, I'm walking the path, I do whatever it takes. And then we also are met by the divine, where it's like, hey, and here is a dispensation. And they are saying we collectively are really so many of us, awakened or unawakened, doesn't make any difference in what they're sharing about that. It's the men on the street, if you like. We're all in the shift together. Oh my God, I didn't know this before. The energy of unification on earth has started. No matter how much separation we may see perpetuated on social media or media whatsoever, the energy of unification on earth has started. My God, I'm so moved. That's so incredible. And now it's 8:33 in the recording, the infinity in the Christ codes. And it's like we're really making those huge steps into a different future. And that wave of kindness, that wave of joy and acceleration brings also with it a deepening. So sometimes, when you have that energetic high and like, oh my God, now I'm coming down and grounding. And the guides are sharing, when you keep focusing on the gold and white in imagery, or like here, the angel wings behind me, or you see quite a few of my colors are golden white in the house, by design. But when you have colors that really speak to you and you focus upon them, that can also allow you to make a softer integration. And I know in the light language now, I will also help with the grounding in that your energy has the receptivity. So your higher chakras are open, that it can flow through you. And there's the guides are saying they will gently knock on your heart door to see if you're willing to open up further, and the protection energy. And I'm really excited to share that with you on the 22nd of December with the Archangelic template, the twin flame activation. Mother Mary is stepping forward with the attunement to the white dove, because she said that really helps us to be receptive to that Golden White Ascension Wave. And yeah, the entire Ascension team said that we are all going to step forward and give you a dispensation for all you've done and all you have achieved to awaken your cosmic heart. And we will also work with the awakening of the cosmic heart of Gaia, because it's like, so wow, if we are opening up and they're like, no, 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 go deeper into the energy. It's like, oh my God, is Gaia ready for this? Is the whole planet ready for this? Hey, let's do it, you know? So that's going to be really amazing. And the Divine Director said he's going to hold that energy with Lord Melchizedek, Lord Maitreya, and Archangel Metatron, Lady Nada, and Lord Maitreya are working on allowing us to really fully opening our hearts. So I really feel there's a magic in the air, and then like two orange golden cars driving by. I'm like, oh my God, you know, sometimes that's really that confirmation in your day-to-day life, and number synchronicity, and really allowing these moments of joy to ignite you. And when we have the other moments, it's like either you copy paste that emotion from a really good experience and overlay that with something that was tricky, or if you feel like, oh my God, there's a challenging situation coming, you can also go into the future past that point and receive support from your future or from those moments of joy. You know, me being in my little village where everybody has such a nice energy, and circling that energy in my memory, in my field around me, it's like, wow, that was just a tiny bit of an experience of what our future is going to be like, you know. And it's 11:44, so we are going through that gateway with the angelic support to bringing forth the highest and greatest good. So let's see what light language is coming forth. I'm so excited to share this with you. And as per usual, you can connect with your heart, and may this light language serve the highest and greatest good of all. Iwashki ti si akata na masa. Niwa ki si iskata sa na maha. Si iskata sa na maha. Si akata na maha. Niakiti si na maha. Miashkata sa na maha. Miashkata sa na namaha. Ashka ta na maha. Ashkata sa na maha. Miwi ki si ishkata sa na namaha. Miwashkata sa na maha. Miwashkata sa na maha. Miwakata sa na namaha. Miwi ki si ti a kata sa na maha. Miwi ki ti si a kata na masa. Miwi ki si ishkata sa na maha. Miwashkata si ika na maha. Si ika ha na masa. Si ika ta sa na maha. Si akata na maha. Si akata sa na maha. Miashki ti si na maha. Miashki ti si akata na maha. Niwa kata sa na maha. Miwa kata sa na maha. Niakata sasanaha. Niakata sa na namaha. Ishkiti si na maha. Ishkiti si na maha. Aka, aka, aka. Aka, aka, aka. Blessed it be, so mote it be, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, I'm really, really trying hard to concentrate. So in the beginning, the Venusian came to open our chakra column to allow more flow, clearing our mind. And then they were literally cleansing our auric field just with that swoosh of energy. And they're like, Katarina, you are aware we are the white part of the Golden White Ascension flame. Okay. So they were cleansing our energies, opening our heart, and then Lady Nada or Mary Magdalene, you know, depending on which energy you dial into, and then Jeshua and Lord Maitreya, they brought in a twin flame connection code and also that opening our hearts in relationships. Then the golden solar light beings came, and they were really, really excited, and they were showing us how to bring a strong connection with our future, how to align with our future, and also how to create that connection with us here, our human self, and bringing a stronger connection with our higher self in. So it's like an unbreakable bond, you know, until we're fully merged and fused. And there are different layers of that. Some feel like, hey, I've merged with my higher self, but there are much higher levels available. Or you merge with the 1555 with your monad. That's definitely going to bring big change. And then Yeshua was bringing in more grounding energy, and Ashtar brought a galactic blessing in. So I wish you a most wonderful weekend. May you enjoy this transmission, and I can't wait to see you on the 22nd of December. Namaste.